warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alright guys, me and my friends, we are going to talk about a journal that explain about reading comprehension, especially when you use mobile applications. And I'm Ameliah Nasution as the first presenter and my friend
Agustina as the second presenter.
Alright, let's move to the explanation and our report. Alright, the use of mobile application, especially in developing reading comprehension. Okay, in this result section, I will present the main findings of this study regarding to the use of mobile applications in developing reading comprehension and second language acquisition. With the rapid development of the technology, mobile applications have become an important part of language learning, especially in improving reading skills. These applications allows learners to access reading materials anytime and anywhere, which supports flexible and autonomous learning. Okay, although the article discussed various mobile learning tools, and this report in this report focusedly on 4 applications such as WhatsApp, Quizlet, Quizzes, and game-based mobile application. So these 4 applications were selected because they show the most significant impact on the students' reading comprehension and also engagement and learning motivation. Okay, the first application is WhatsApp. Based on several studies, WhatsApp was used as a platform for sharing reading materials such as articles, short text, news, and academic passages. Students were asked to read materials and then participate in group discussions, and also give comments, ask questions, or write summaries in WhatsApp groups. The results show that WhatsApp has a positive effect on students' reading comprehension, particularly in vocabulary development and understanding the main ideas of the text. Students become more active and engaged because learning took place in a familiar and informal environment, which reduces anxiety and encourages participation. And also learning motivations increase since WhatsApp is a daily communication tool that they frequently use, making learning feel more natural and less forced. In addition, WhatsApp supported collaborative learnings. Students could exchange the ideas, clarify misunderstanding, and learn from their peers through discussion. This interaction helped them process text more deeply. However, the studies also revealed some limitations such as small sizes and the absence of control groups in some research. They were also concerned about distraction since WhatsApp is not originally designed for educational purposes. Okay, despite these limitations, WhatsApp was found to be an effective supporting tool for developing reading comprehension, particularly for out-of-class learning and blended learning environments. Okay, the second application is Quizlet. Quizlet was mainly used to support reading comprehension through vocabulary learning and also lexical collocation by using flashcards, matching activities, and repeated practice. Students were able to understand key words before or after reading a text. The findings indicated that students who use Quizlet perform better in reading comprehension, especially in reading comprehension tests, and those who learn through traditional methods. Okay, Quizlet significantly improved both literal comprehension, which focuses on understanding explicit information, and inferential comprehension, which requires students to interpret implied meanings. This application was especially effective for academic reading and English for specific purposes, that is ASP, where students need to master specialized vocabulary related to specific fields. Furthermore, Quizlet allowed students to learn at their own pace. They could review vocabulary multiple times, which helped strengthen memory and improve comprehension when encountering the words in reading text. Nevertheless, the studies pointed out that the invention periods were relatively short, and most research focused mainly on vocabulary rather than broader reading strategies such as critical reading or discourse analysis. Okay, the third, we are talking about quizzes. The third application is quizzes. Okay, quizzes was used as an interactive assessment tool to evaluate students' reading comprehension. Students answered reading comprehension questions through mobile devices in a game-like and competitive environment. The results showed that the experimental groups using quizzes achieved higher average reading comprehension scores than the control groups. Students were more focused and actively involved during reading activities because the platform required quick responses and sustained attention. The competitive and game-based elements such as points and rankings increase students' motivation and reduce boredom during reading assessment. In addition, quizzes provide immediate feedback which helped students recognize their mistakes and understand the correct answer. This instant feedback support learning environment and self-evaluation. However, some studies did not clearly explain the duration of the intervention. As a result, it is difficult to determine the long-term effectiveness of quizzes, especially in improving reading comprehension beyond short-term assessment outcomes.
Okay, I will continue the explanation about the application. So the fourth is Telegram. So the mobile application discussed in this material is Telegram, which was implemented in Iran to support reading comprehension in second language acquisitions. So in this study, Telegram was not used merely as communication tool, but as a learning platform that facilitate reading-based activities. So students were divided into several Telegram groups managed by the teacher. So the teacher share the reading text through the Telegram group, and the students were instructed to read the text carefully before participating in group discussion. So after reading, students were encouraged to respond to comprehension questions, so share their opinions and reach to their classmates and classmate answer. So this created an interactive learning environment where the students were actively involved in the reading process. So one important aspect of using Telegram is that support collaborative learning. So students were not passive readers. So instead, they became active participants who construct meaning together. So through discussions, students could clarify misunderstanding, learn new vocabulary from their peers, and develop the deeper comprehension of the text. So another advantage of Telegram is flexibility. So the learning was not limited to classroom times. So students could read and discuss the material anytime and anywhere using their mobile phones. So the result of the study show that students in the Telegram group significantly outperform those in the control group. So the control group use a traditional teaching method without mobile application support. So this finding indicates that Telegram is effective in improving reading comprehension because it promotes interaction, collaboration, and learner autonomy. So let's next to the next application is English game-based mobile application from Indonesia. So another successfully approach discussed in this study is English game-based mobile application, which were also applied in Indonesia, like I said before. So so this application integrate English reading activities into games where the students must understand the text in order to progress through level or complete tasks. So game-based learning changes the students' perception of reading. So the reading is not longer seen as a difficult or boring activity, but as a part of enjoyable game. So through this application, the students read interaction, short text, dialogue, and story, or then respond to question or challenges. So the use of rewards, level, and challenges increase student motivation and sustain their attention during reading activities. So motivation plays a very important role in second language acquisition, especially in reading comprehension. So the research show that students who use English game-based mobile application demonstrate better focus and higher motivation. As a result, their reading comprehension improve and they achieve better learning outcomes compared to students who use conventional learning methods. Okay, the last application is custom mobile assisted tools with visual cues from China. So the last is so which were developed and used in China. These tools were designed specifically to support reading comprehension by providing visual guidance during reading activities. So visual cues such as arrows, highlight, color, and symbol were used to guide learners' attentions to important parts of the text. So for many second language learners, long reading text can be confusing and overwhelming. So visual cues help reduce this difficulty by directing focus to key ideas and important informations. So with the help of visual cues, the student could understand the text structure more easily and identify the main idea faster. So the study found that these visual assist mobile tools reduce confusion and improve the student reading efficiency. So this means that students could read more effectively and comprehend text better with visual support, and finding suggests that combining reading activities with visual cues is especially beneficial for learners who struggle with reading comprehension.
Alright, in conclusion, the findings from all mobile applications that we had discussed, that WhatsApp, Quizlet, Quizzes, Telegram, and game-based mobile application and visual assisted tools demonstrate that mobile technology has a strong positive impact on reading comprehension and second language acquisition, that each application supports reading development in different ways, such as communications, apps promote interaction and collaborations, vocabulary apps strengthen linguistic foundation, game-based apps increase motivation, and visual tools reduce cognitive overload. Overall, mobile applications are most effective way when they support engagement, autonomy, collaboration, and cognitive guidance. Therefore, integrating mobile application into reading instruction can significantly enhance learners' learners' comprehension and learning outcomes, especially when supported by appropriate instructional design and long-term implementation. So I think it's enough for our performance and report journal. We apologize for our mistaken. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.